Good morning, you guys. I just put the kiddos on the bus. Um, I just want to do this really quick video. I don't even know what I'm really about to discuss, but I've been getting a lot of questions still on my very first video about pregnancy after depo. So I just want to put it out there. I am not a doctor. I am not a doctor. I love the questions. I do. Don't get me wrong. Don't think, oh, this bitch, I'm not asking her shit else. No, it's not that at all. But some of the questions that I'm getting is, people are asking me stuff that I don't think even a doctor can answer. Like, all I can say is, if you believe in God, give it up to God. I don't know when you'll get pregnant. I can't answer that question. I have no idea. Even if you were not on birth control at all, I still would not know when you would get pregnant. I just can't answer that question. I'm not trying to be smart. Like I said, I'm just not a doctor. I just wouldn't know. Like, I can't even answer that question for myself. I can't even say, hey, yeah, Avis, hey, let's feel like getting pregnant in June. I can't determine that. I can't do it. I don't know. So it's like I try to give y'all the best answer I could possibly give y'all. Try to still give y'all hope and that it's still possible. I don't know y'all's bodies. I don't know what y'all body is going through. I don't know your partner's body. I I just don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know. I just don't know. I get, some people ask me I've actually had several people say, hey, I stopped taking depo on such and such month and day. Will I be pregnant by this and this month? I don't know. I don't know. I can only go off of my experience. And I don't know what the hell just happened with my camera. It just went away. I don't know what's wrong with my computer. But yeah, some people ask questions I stopped doing it, this, and I'm trying to get pregnant. When will I get pregnant? I don't know. I could just go off of, my own experience. Like I said, I haven't watched that video in so long, but I do know that I've been on depo. My first depo shot, I think my youngest son was like a few months old. That was my first depo shot. That was my first time getting on birth control, and I've been on and off depo for over 10 years. And every time that I tried to conceive, I was not successful. Whenever I would stop taking it, I would stop taking it for, because you go every 3 months, and I'll get it, and then when I be like, all right, I'm ready to try to conceive or whatever, and I'll stop taking it. I'll stop taking it for because the doctors will tell you it can take 9 to 18 months, sometimes 24 months to even get pregnant. That's what the doctors will tell you. It can take up to. So, it could possibly happen within a month. It could possibly happen within 2 months. It could possibly happen while you're even on depo. Some women do get pregnant while on depo. I have two friends, very close friends to me. She has 4 kids. I think 3 of them were all depo babies. Um, she was on depo and she got pregnant all 3 times. And yeah. So, and then her sister, I think all 3 of her kids were depo babies also. Just, it just all depends on your body. I don't know. Like I said, You know, I was on it for almost 10 years, on and off, on and off, on and off. And uh 2013, when I was when me and my fiance was together, we were trying to conceive and try to get pregnant by September of 2014 when we were going to get married. We were trying to conceive and we were trying to be pregnant and be married by September of 2014. So I stopped taking the depo shot in December of 2013. And, you know, I got my periods back. Every time I got my periods, because they said that's when you can possibly get pregnant, is when you get your periods back from the depo. And we tried and tried and tried and tried. Nothing ever happened. And they said, you know, if you're trying to have a baby, just have sex a lot. And when I say we had sex a lot, we had sex a lot. Damn near 2-3 times a day, trying to conceive. And I never got pregnant. Never got pregnant. And then we separated. That wasn't the cause. That wasn't because I couldn't conceive or anything. That wasn't the cause whatsoever. But we separated. We decided this was not going to work between us. We went our separate ways. September of 2014, once me and him went our separate ways, I went back, got back on depo. And, you know, I wasn't having sex from the end of September. I was not having sex. I decided, you know, since I'm not going to have sex, I don't need to take depo. I'm like, if I take depo, then that says, Avis, you're still trying to have sex. So I said to myself not to take depo, just to it was like a precaution for me not to, you know, do it. It didn't work, of course. But you know, come March, you know, I'm having sex with my ex, not the ex-fiance, but an ex from about 5 years ago. And we were not trying to get pregnant whatsoever. At all. I wasn't even thinking about being pregnant. So from September until March, the end of March, beginning of April, I had already conceived. And we were not doing it that often at all. So it just all depends. It really do. Like, I went a whole year. I went 2 years. I went years of not taking depo and never got pregnant.
Yeah.
Once I wasn't thinking about it, it happened. I don't know. It just happened. And then you know what's funny? I got pregnant. My ex-fiance from last year, he got somebody pregnant with twins. That's what his daughter told me. I talked to his daughter recently. She told me his dad had twins. So it just wasn't meant for us to have kids. That's how I look at it. It wasn't meant for us to have kids together. It was meant for me to have this man's baby. Whatever. That's how I look at it. You know, it's all however God wants you to go about your life. God has a plan for you. You can't change it. You can't make it up. God has his plan for you. Just go with the flow and just, you know, that's all I can say. I really don't know. I don't know. Like, but you know, keep, you know, having questions if you want to have questions. I don't mind the questions. It's just I just want to make sure that y'all know I am not a doctor. I am not an expert on getting pregnant after depo. I'm just as clueless as everybody else. I'm just as clueless as the doctors, because the doctors don't even know either. They have no idea, because it can happen. I know one young lady at the doctor's office, she said, you know, don't believe what the doctor said. I think she's like a medical assistant, nurse or something. She said, don't believe what they say. She said, because it just all depends on your body. She said, once I stopped taking depo, I was pregnant right away. Like, when I was supposed to come back from my 3-month shot, I didn't come back. I wanted a baby. She said I was pregnant that month. So it just all depends. It really do. It just all depends on you, your body, your stuffalufficus, your man's stuffalufficus. I don't know. So I hope this helps. Not trying to be smart. I'm not trying to be an asshole. Just letting y'all know I'm not an expert on getting pregnant after depo. I just thought I'd make that video that I did conceive right away, but I also stated it took a long time in that, So, I love y'all. I love the questions. And, oh, shit, I know I should have got my people together. I have shout outs to give. I have 4 new subscribers, but because I told y'all once I see y'all names, then I can give y'all shout outs. But I think 2 people I can't see y'all names yet, so I'll wait till those 2 names pop up, and then I'll give everybody the shout out. I think I have 4 or 5 new subscribers. So yeah, I'll give y'all shout out after that. All right, peace, love y'all. I just want to add one more thing because I was rewatching the video over, and I think I confused myself when I said this. When I said I stopped taking the depo shot, when I went back, when me and my fiance had broke up in September of 2014, I went and got the depo shot, stopped having sex. I had not had sex from September, October, November, December, January, February. March was the first time I started having sex again. And like I said, we didn't do it that often. And I was pregnant by April, the very beginning of April. So I stopped having sex for 7 months. I don't know if that has anything to do with that, but I just thought I'd throw that in there because I think I had said I tried to conceive or didn't try to conceive. I forgot what I said exactly, but I just thought I'd throw that in there really fast because that sounded a little confusing. I stopped having sex for 7 months, and I had when I was supposed to go back to get my depo shot in I believe the end of December, beginning of January, I did not go get the shot. So when I did start having sex again, I just knew I was, still protected, because when I went and talked to my doctor in March, because every March I go do, my yearly checkups, my pap smears and stuff like that, and get all my tests and everything, blood work, all that stuff done. And she told me that I was still protected up until the end of summer, beginning of fall. She said, so if you decide not to take the shot right now, that's fine. Because I told her, I said I wasn't having sex yet. And because when I went to go see her in March, I had not started having sex just yet. But I was definitely thinking about having sex. But she told me, we'll talk more about it if you want to. So even when I went to go talk to my doctor in March, she was not sure either. She said I was protected from the depo shot from September. She said just from that one shot, I'm looking not to conceive until about the end of summer, beginning of fall of 2015 is what she told me. I was pregnant the next month in April of this year, 2015. Just wanted to throw that out there. So, like I said, they don't know either. So, yeah.